Talk about it with Franjez. Today we have two special guests. Returning guest co-host Natalie from the Least Favorite Podcast.
Yay! Woo! Go me!
And the CEO of Pamelas Big Heart Foundation. She's a Yonkers community mom, vice president of 2 PTA Boards, an activist, a mentor, an entrepreneur. The list goes on. Mm-hmm. Today's guest is Minister Dr. Maddie Cheatham.
Woo! Maddie!
Thank you.
Amazing intro. I never had such an amazing intro.
Yes.
Yes.
That was great.
Yes.
You need the sound effects.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for this episode, for sound effects.
Yes, amen.
Amazing, amazing. Let's start off with a nice wellness check. How are you doing today?
I'm doing phenomenal. I woke up, I got to meditate, I got to manifest, and I got to help the youth. So I am doing awesome. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I was very excited for this one. I was planning all day, and now that it's happening, I can't be happier. Mm-hmm. Natalie, how you doing today?
I feel great. I'm so happy to be here. I love talking to people. So I'm like really excited because I truly don't know exactly what we're going to be talking about. And I'm like, I can't wait to ask you.
Listen, your energy, I feel it. So I'm happy to be here.
I'm excited.
Perfect. Let's start from the beginning. Where were you born?
I was born here in Yonkers, correction.
Oh. Talk about it.
I was born in Valhalla, New York at White Plains Medical because I actually had my umbilical cord wrap around my neck. Oof. And a heart murmur. So it was, but I'm from Yonkers. We moved back here. I've been here ever since.
Ever since. I like that.
Yes. So.
Born and raised. I love it. Let's start off with, I believe it's your biggest passion, your mother's foundation.
Yes. And so a lot of you know me in the community, but anytime I'm usually asked about this, I'm not someone who can talk about myself. I'd rather talk about the things that I can do to help others. But my mother was Pamelas Cheatham, and she passed away on June 16th, 2016.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm a lot better now that I guess I kind of feel her around me and all of the events that I host in her honor. So that kind of makes me feel a lot better, you know. I started the organization in honor of my mom because the year before I started it, she made me promise that I would not only continue to my education, but continue to uplift the youth and minority women in Yonkers. And so that's why I started my organization. We've been around since 2017. We became incorporated and 501c3 in 2020, May 2020. And so here we are. We can provide jobs. We hire the youth. We hire the homeless. We hire anyone who pretty much needs a leg up in the community. We also host events for the community, not just for youth. I like to host events for their families as well because I want to get to know the family as a whole. And I want the entire family to know that they can reach out to me for any necessity that they might need. I'm not someone who's ever going to turn anyone away. And so my goal is to primarily not only uplift the youth in Yonkers, but to bring Yonkers together as a whole, because I feel in Yonkers we talk about being together, but we're not really all together. And I'd like that. So that's pretty much why I'm here today.
That's very beautiful, and that's passion. I like that. I like that a lot. Helping the community you grew up in is perfect.
Yes.
How do you go about funding?
See, and this is where it gets interesting because I fund everything myself. So it comes out of my pocket. It's because I see a need that needs to be met, and I meet it. We have county legislators, we have the city council, but I find that for them, their legacy is more about building up their name and how far they can go up the ranks and the ladders. I don't think that they're worried about the community members, and oftentimes city council members have bullied community members. I'm one of them, which is why when you ask me about funding, somebody who, when I first started out, I asked for all of their help. I wanted everybody to work together. I put myself out there. they didn't see it like that. In Yonkers, when you are unknown, I stopped coming outside at 15 years old. Here's why. The homeless situation, bad. Nobody was doing anything about that. The drugs that were outside, bad. But now we have people who are just coming into courtyard parks, and we're shooting up the parks where there are children.
Oh, no.
I grew up 85 Riverdale, 70 Hawthorne. And so I'm in the area where it's a lot of violence. I don't want to be out here. I stopped coming outside at 15. So half of the people who claim to know me or have something to say about me, they don't even know me. And so as far as funding, they tend to give it to organizations that have either worked with me to steal my ideas, or who aren't really doing the work.
Why is that? Why do you think that is?
Favoritism, but those organizations are also organizations that are more privy to letting candidates post their face up at their events, or privy to giving out those candidates information, privy to doing dirt for those candidates, like putting down other organizations for their gain.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
What's the solution?
I feel like the solution is to clean house as far as the city council, clean house as far as the entire city hall. That's what I think the solution should be. Those people have been there long enough. You guys see what's going on, and you guys don't care. You guys keep giving yourself raises, 43% raise this year and last year. What are you doing for Yonkers?
What are they doing for Yonkers?
What do you think needs most help, though? Is it the homelessness first? To me, that sounds the most.
Absolutely. And here was my solution. And I actually presented them with the solution. I had an architect that was willing to do it. I had someone who was going to do the irrigation system for free. A tiny house village. Mm-hmm. We have so much land, vacant land in Yonkers. With that tiny house village came an opportunity for them to have a place to live that they didn't have to worry about paying for. An entire daycare center where their children would be cared for, so that they not only receive their education in the field of their choice, but you also work on the tiny house village. We will have a farmer's market. You have a job there. Everybody has a job, and that's to take care of each other and to sustain everything around us. We have financial planners who were going to come and help them towards their house. I had everything set in order, and they didn't care about that. They want to they're selling Yonkers. Yonkers, the people of Yonkers don't even own Yonkers. They sold Yonkers to a foreign developer.
For real? That's a real thing?
I did not know this.
If you watch Freddie's podcast, you know this.
What's the motivation behind that then? Like, why do
the motivation behind that is gentrification. I'm somebody who says that all the time. I'm somebody who the city council and any of those people, they call me a whistleblower. I'm speaking for God. I can tell you that I wake up every day with a purpose. Now, primarily, before I'm a woman or anything else, I'm simply born just a human being. I'm not born kind. I'm not born any of those things. I make a conscious effort and decision to wake up every day and be kind because it's the right thing. I preach to my children, right is right and wrong is wrong. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes the right thing and the hardest thing are the same thing, but you must always strive to do what's right. And you're not always going to do what's right. You're not. But as long as you're striving to do what's right for the greater good of all, who can blame you?
Mm-hmm. Talk about it. 100%.
In Yonkers, we're not doing what's for the greater good of all. It appears that everybody wants to do for self.
Mm-hmm. Money. That's usually what brings more money.
Mm-hmm. How is that uplifting the youth who's the future of Yonkers?
It's not at all. It's just all about money. Mm-hmm. It's not about the future, the youth, or the homeless.
And that's what I'm trying to get people to see. My take is, because I was going to run for mayor this term around. I was going to. I let the backlash get to me, which I'm upset about. I'm very upset about that. I will be running in the next 4 years. I will be running for mayor, so you guys could just look out for that, whether you like it or not. My thing is as a mayor of the city of Yonkers, to me, it's disgusting that you sit back and you take the amount of money that you are taking, but you're not doing the job that you need to do. You will sit there and you will show up at events and you'll wave and you'll, I guess, give a little check and then you'll go back. But that check is money that you cut from the taxpayers. That's not even money out your own pocket. I feel like as the mayor of a city, you shouldn't take not one more check until your city is uplifted. As the mayor of a city, if I was the mayor, I wouldn't be able to accept a check unless my city was okay. The schools, the homelessness situation. I wake up every day and I know my purpose was to cure the homelessness in Yonkers. Like, I literally refuse to die before that's done because I know it would be a catalyst to curing the homelessness in other places. Because let's be real, we have too much vacant property for people to be sitting out homeless in Yonkers. And I have lunch with the homeless. I sit out there with them. And they're honest. They're telling the truth. They're telling the truth. They're being treated poorly, which is why they want to sleep on the streets. You're giving organizations like, and I love the YMCA and the YWCA, I do. But you guys are not very nice to some of these people. I saw it with my own eyes. I actually had an argument with Councilwoman Natalie Williams about this. She ran some type of homelessness thing, a homelessness task force, but they didn't do anything for them. I sat in like maybe 3 of those meetings. We never executed anything for the homeless. And she keeps, oh, but I have a homelessness task force in every video. And it's like, come on, bro. Not even sis, like, bro. This from a woman who said, I didn't even know I was black until I came to Yonkers. Bro, I can't even call you homegirl, you homeboy. Because what are you saying? You.
Yeah, sis is like a compliment.
Right. She treat me like she
bro
my.
Is
she
the
treat
disrespectful version.
She treat me like she my bruh.
Yeah,
like, yo, what's good, bruh? Because when I first started, you kept contacting me. You wanted to be at, and I have a picture of. I'm gonna send you that picture for you to insert it of her at my computer event. I have a digital access program that I do with the Loyalty Foundation. It's to bring digital access for free to Yonkers students. When they closed the schools down during COVID, they didn't have an emergency plan for the students as far as laptops. You want them to do learning at home, and you're telling them we're going to fail you if you're not signing into the class, but you're not providing them the appropriate. You gave some devices, yes, but what about all of the children need a device? I held several events where the Loyalty Foundation came together. We gave away over 600 laptops so far to the city of Yonkers, and not just the youth, elderly who still wanted to learn. Shanae was at one of these events, and here's where this leads up to. So the founder of the Matthew Wallace Foundation, who is a mom like myself, your organization is in honor of your son who died due to gun violence. My organization is in honor of my mom. We're 2 black women. Why on Tasha Diaz, Councilwoman Tasha Diaz's behalf, did you call? First, write the Loyalty Foundation saying that you were Cablevision and you wanted to talk to them. And then you get the number and you call the Loyalty Foundation and you say to them, Maddie Cheatham is not doing what she's supposed to be doing with the laptops in the community. You guys need to do something about that. To which the Loyalty Foundation founder, David Neiman, said to this woman, Maddie is a kind-hearted individual, and you guys need to treat her better than what you are treating her. Here's my point. At every laptop thing that I did at Yonkers Arts, because I did them all at Yonkers Arts, one at one location where I was at, the Loyalty Foundation was there to give away the laptops with me. I'm somebody who's not going to take the full credit if credit is not all mine. I want you there to take the credit for you doing such an amazing thing for the youth in Yonkers. I told Shanae, I said, Shanae, you know, this is what she did. Shanae goes, oh no, I know her personally, so I know she wouldn't do a thing like that, but I'm sending you proof and I'm telling you she did that. She fell off the face of the map. She had nothing more to say to me, but I heard everything she said about me loud and clear. As another black woman in the city of Yonkers, and excuse me because I know you didn't know you were black till you got here, but you're here right now. Why would you try to knock another black woman down who's done nothing but stand up for you? Anytime you needed help with your little flashcards or something, your palm cards or any of that, I was there for you. And I'm going to send you a picture of me and my daughter actually holding up her things, going around the community, helping this other black woman who portrayed herself as something that she's not. This is why I speak to you so much about integrity. Because people will tell you, oh, Maddie's not nice. She's not really nice. She doesn't have integrity. She's not this. She's not that. But you don't know me. In the same breath that they will tell you I'm these things, they'll also tell you we don't ever see her in the community. So how could you know those things about me? I'm in the community when I'm doing something for the youth.
Let's just forget what other people are saying about you. It's all negative, it seems.
It's negative.
It's very negative.
And this is my point.
I know you can go on and on because
I can.
When you're doing something positive, there's always negativity.
Always negativity.
I understand. I see your passion towards it.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. My issue is that community leaders are not really community leaders. You want the title of community leader, but you're not acting upon that. A community leader will have more integrity. A community leader will, instead of putting your community members down, Tasha Diaz, in that city council meeting where you invited the entire community into a community organization that really stood up for you, the Yonkers Sanctuary Movement, you told them that they were poor and they were beggars for asking you for money to fund one of their events. These are people who are standing up and saying you're a great person. You're an upstanding citizen. Lorraine Lopez, Tasha Diaz, Hector Santiago, I'm standing up for everybody in the city of Yonkers who has wrote me behind the scenes and said that you guys have been bullying them. Stops with me. And I told you guys that. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And my mother raised me to stand up to not just bullies, to inhumane human beings, inhumane societies. And in the case of Yonkers and the amount of gentrification that is going on, and you guys are just letting it happen, it doesn't make sense. I'm here today to ask the city of Yonkers, the community members, the people who are a part of my organization, the people who come to volunteer, the people who have these talks with me. I'm asking for you guys to stand up. And I'm asking for you guys to ask everyone in the city council to step down, to do right by us for once. The city of Yonkers is not owned by us. What has the movie set done for us? They were supposed to be hiring some of us, have they? No, because the qualifications are extremely high. Nobody in Yonkers has those qualifications. Not anybody who needs the job. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And one of the main points, anytime you guys let developers bring anything, they're going to give you guys jobs. No one ever gets a job. The plant project. I was helping with that.
What is the plant project?
They were bringing a plant down to, I guess, Warburton. First, they wanted to bring it there. Then they wanted to bring it to another place. The community doesn't want the plant project here at all. We said no to it. We want to keep Warburton the way that it is. We don't want to build other things. We don't want to keep selling our community out to developers who are not bringing in anything for us, who are not lowering the prices to make anything really affordable. And when it is affordable, you better believe that the city council's family members have first dibs on that. You better believe county legislators' family members have first dibs. I could tell you that. I went to go fill out for the affordable housing thing. My email won't go through. So what that means is that somebody at the top, and Councilwoman Lakeisha Collins Bellamy runs that or ran that, the housing authority. She's a part of that. Why do you think my email won't go through for me to apply for affordable housing? 2 other people in my family filled it out. Theirs went through. Got the email and everything.
I don't like it.
In the recent apartment that I lived in, it was an infestation. Rats were ripping through the walls. Now, when I spoke to my landlord about it, they said I have all the proof and a booklet this thick of everything. I would not have signed that lease if I knew that all of this was an underlying issue. When I called the exterminators, they said that apartment had been exterminated for more than 6 months before I moved in. I spoke to Councilwoman Natalie Williams. She was the councilwoman for my district. Deanna Renee, who's now the councilwoman for the same district, said, oh, I'll put in a note with, the city of Yonkers so that they can come and see your apartment. So I'm going to court, and the judge is like, oh, well, what's going on as far as the city of Yonkers? Have they come and they viewed anything yet? And I told her, actually, no. I have, and I showed her the proof of me sending the emails. I showed her the text messages as well, where they said that they were going to put that in for me and that someone was going to give me a call and come. When I told you, and I'm going to send you the email attachment where I had to write Deanna, and I CC'd Shanae in it. And I said, I was in court today, and they asked me, what's going on as far as the city of Yonkers being contacted to come and check out my place. I said, my lawyer's going to need that information, that email that you sent. She sent me like a strip of the email title where it says, but it wasn't the same date or anything where I spoke to you. Like, this is something that you made up. 2 days later, they came. I guess I wasn't home. They put something on my door. 2 days after that, they came back. I was home. I seen them when they pulled up because I was watching out my window. I need for you guys to come here, and I need for you to see what's happening in this place. So I'm going to meet the guy at the door because I just know he's coming up the stairs. I get to my door, and there's a letter stating that I wasn't home during this visit. I instantly sent him an email because I'm confused. Clearly, I'm here. Mm-hmm. Oh, it was a whole big thing. It ended in court with the landlord ended up having to give me all my money back. But I say that to say this. Deanna is now the city council person for our district. She neglected to send that email. She knows I have 4 children. A rat ran across my baby. I sent you pictures of the roach infestation that was in there. We didn't live there that long. And you guys didn't care. As civil servants, what in your right mind would provoke you not to really help someone? This is why I'm asking the community as a whole to come together and ask these people to step down. I even sent everything to Mayor Mike Spano. All of it. I haven't heard from him since, and his secretary no longer answers my emails because I let them know that I will sue all of them halfway to hell if they keep on not only defaming my name, because when I die, my name follows my children everywhere they go. People are going to treat my children either good or bad based on who I was, how I built my name. My name is my legacy because what I do with my name is uplift people. That's what I was put here for. Mm-hmm. I know my purpose, and I've known my purpose ever since I was a child. My teachers will tell you I'm still in contact with all of them. Every time I was asked what I wanted to be.
You're in contact with all your teachers?
All of them.
That's
amazing. Yes. I love my
all
teachers.
All grades?
Because they taught me. No, I really learned from those teachers. Miss Debiak, Candace Debiak, yes. Those are my people, yes. Miss Arias, she taught me Spanish, yes.
That's amazing.
Every single one of them. And they always reiterate how proud they are. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I simply just wanted to give back. Mm-hmm. I wanted to help, but not only that, the voice that I didn't have as a child, that I now have as an adult, I want to give to the children who don't have a voice.
Talk about it.
To all the people who don't have a voice. There's somebody who could say it for you if you can't. I would be remiss if I ignored all of the messages of the people who told me, I can't believe they did that to you. They're doing these things to me too. Lorraine Lopez, you guys searched up my business to see if my 501c3 was real. And it was. Turns out I did everything I needed to do. Boom, boom, got you. But you guys were trying to have me shut down for what? Because I was simply doing things in the community that it turns out I didn't need you guys' help for. I actually just needed to have faith in myself and what God put me here for. And I go back to this. Ray Wilcox.
My man.
Ray Wilcox. Not only have I given him the U.S. President's Volunteer Service Award, his organization, and also at both my galas, I awarded Ray. He's somebody who is not They got to stop overlooking him. He does too much for Yonkers. Beret Wilcox is the first yes I got in Yonkers. I got no after no after no, and that was my last shot. Had he said no to me, I wouldn't be sitting here right now today.
What was it that you asked him?
Simply to give me a space so that I could hold an event for the youth. Did he make me pay for that space? No.
Yonkers love.
No questions asked. Here you go. Use the power lab. And he didn't know anything about me at that point. He just had to know that I cared.
I like that.
And so all of these events that I host, these award galas and stuff, I honor the people in the community who are really doing the work, who are often overlooked. Yonkers African American Heritage Committee are honoring Katori Walker and Evan Bishop this year. Those are two people in the community who were doing it decades before I was. I love that I got a resident of the month and that awarded me a day in Yonkers, but I got that day before they did. And they were doing the work decades before I was. Why did it take for me to honor them at my gala in September for you guys to honor them? It's a reoccurring thing with everyone that I honor at my galas. Now they're honoring them. Now they want to push them to the forefront. Same thing happened with Ray. He didn't get one award until I honored him. And that hurts me. Why are people like that being overlooked? For what? In Yonkers, they say it's all love. Love is love. Let's work together. We want to work together, but then it's not that. People are stealing other people's ideas. People are actually teaming up with people, and then when they leave their presence, you're going and you're downing them to other people. Why? What uplifts you to downplay someone else? What are you getting for that? If it's the money, I still don't understand.
It's usually the money.
Yeah.
I still don't understand that. I'll never understand that either.
You have to understand. Because you know there's right and there's wrong. And the wrong usually is leading towards more money.
Absolutely. Why
it's
would
not
you?
it's not good, but it's reality.
Why would you?
Let's move on from the negative people.
Let's move on from
Let's
the
move
negative
on from negative people.
Let's do that.
You are the vice president of 2 PTA boards.
Absolutely.
Montessori 27 and School 23, which I attended.
Nice, yes.
Talk about it. What does a vice president of PTA boards do?
We pretty much back up everything the president does. If the president needs us to step in for her, we will. But we're at all the events. We fundraise for the children. At Montessori 27, this year we're paying for all of the children's trips. They primarily maybe pay at least $5, but usually we pay everything. We host school dances. We don't want the children to have to pay for anything. And so that's what our goal of our PTA is. Also, to continue to uplift the youth in other ways. We host really fun events at the school. We just want to be there as parents for the youth. And what I can tell you about that is that School 23, my son attends School 23. My daughter attends Montessori 27. I'm a parent who primarily wants to be involved with her children, but I want to be around all children as I want to uplift them. I'm able to give the flyers for my programs. I'm able to assist the parents. I'm able to just really help in a school community and environment.
That's beautiful.
Nice.
I had no idea that's what that title did.
Yes.
That's awesome. And the funding for that comes from the city?
No, we raise the money ourselves during our events.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. And shout out to Tanya, who's the president of the PTA at Montessori 27. That's my girl. Yes.
Nice. So part of your title is minister.
Yes.
Where does that stem from?
It stems from me being upset about my friends who were a gay couple not being able to be married. I don't understand that. I really do feel like love is love, and if you love somebody, you should be able to be with them. Nobody should be able to tell you you can't. Like, what was that about? And so the year that I became an ordained minister, literally 3 months later, it was legal to marry. So for same-sex marriages. So I was actually able to marry my elementary school friend Claudia, which was awesome. They had a Mexican-themed wedding at night. And what's interesting about that is I did that wedding about 9 months pregnant. I gave birth the weekend after that.
Oh, wow.
Man, that's a lot of love in like 1 week
Yes,
span.
it was awesome. Yes.
And a Mexican wedding got to be amazing. Oh,
God, and I couldn't-
and you didn't even have a margarita.
Oh, no. I didn't even think about
I
that.
thought of it ASAP.
You're an alcoholic. That's so funny. Oh,
But it was
yeah.
awesome.
That
It
did
was
not
awesome.
click for me.
It was
Wow.
awesome. I could not drink.
Oh, that's
But they had everything.
But you had the good food, the good music, the good
Yeah.
love,
Wear a
the
sombrero.
family love.
People wearing sombreros?
They had them all over. It was love.
That
They
is
had
hilarious.
the Dia de los Muertos, like skulls and
Oh,
stuff. They had
okay,
the
nice.
bread. Oh, they had everything.
That's actually pretty cool for a wedding.
It was so
Yeah.
and it was outside, so they had it in a tent. It was
Oh,
warm
yeah,
as
with
it
the
was. It
lights.
was so nice. It was beautiful, Claudia, and congratulations to you and your
Or
husband again.
congrats. That sounds like a fun
Yes.
party.
Man,
Yes, that was
Mexican
2019.
culture.
Yes.
Love it. Love it. The music, the family, the food. Amazing.
But minister also, I want to be able to minister to the youth. I want to be able to help their families celebrate their special occasions as well. Free, no cost to them. I don't charge. People
Perfect.
can't afford things like that. If you can't
That's
afford
true.
it, I want you to be able to still express your love in the manner that you want to express your love, and I want to be there to help you do that.
I love it. You are the vice president of, actually, doctor is in your title. Where's that come from?
I am a honorary doctor of metaphysics. So you guys know that I like to manifest and I like to meditate and things of that nature. And so I studied those things and I'm able to practice that. I'm able to practice medicine. I'm able to do a lot of different things as far as meditation and helping to uplift people's core.
Awesome. And you're the vice president of the Yonkers chapter of Westchester Black Women's Political Caucus.
Because I'm going to be the mayor. I am going to be the mayor of the city of Yonkers one day. That's what's going to happen. And so that's why I'm a part of that organization. It's a group of black women, really esteemed, really amazing black women who are uplifting each other. And so I want to be a part of that. And also as a promise to my mother, I said I would uplift black women. And this is me continuing that promise to her as well. And the youth need to know more about politics. They need to know the different cabinets and they need to know all of that. And this is what we do. Voter registration drives, we do it all. And I'm just so proud to be a part of that organization.
Beautiful.
Yes.
What religion did you practice when you were growing up?
Christianity.
And what's your relationship with God today?
God is the center of my world. God is everything. God is everything. I got that from my mom. My mom is someone who would read her Bible for everything, good or bad, right or wrong. My mom would read her Bible.
What do you think is the difference between a romantic relationship where God doesn't exist and a romantic relationship where God does exist?
One where God does not exist, there's no truth, there's no honor, there's really no respect. Because if you don't have God at the center of your life primarily, do you really have respect for yourself when you come from God? I feel like in a romantic relationship, there needs to be prayer together. There needs to be prayer. If God can't bring you together, nothing else can. Nothing else can. God is truth. God is respect. God is love. God is honor. God is honesty. God is all. He's all of those things. He's compassion. He's understanding. You can't be in a real romantic relationship without being compassionate or understanding. Oftentimes, when you're in a relationship with someone, you guys come from two different worlds. You guys are not raised the same oftentimes. You have to be understanding of how the other person was raised You have to be willing to overlook certain things. You have to be willing to want to help them overcome their traumas, their triggers. And I feel like you can only do that with God in your relationship. I feel like you shouldn't have a relationship with anybody else until you have a relationship with God. Because you'll follow God. That relationship will be godly.
You're speaking right now. No, but I did want to counter a little bit. I'm with you though.
No, counter.
But for the people who would disagree, because someone came to my mind when you were saying all that. I know someone who's an atheist, and he is honestly, to me, like one of the most patient, respectful person. I feel like sometimes he moves in the world better than I do. Like he really turns the other cheek. And so I'm someone who actually believes in God. And I'm quick to be like, no, you violated, so I'm going to violate too. It's going to be eye for an eye.
I live by the code of Hammurabi.
It's going to be eye for an eye.
And a tooth for a tooth.
From
and I'll take your kneecaps too.
So it's like, that's why I just wanted to counter a little bit. But I do agree. But, for people who would disagree, like, no, I don't need to believe in God to be honorable or
I feel like if you're an atheist, as long as you believe enough in yourself and your ability to want what's best for someone else, I think you can overlook that aspect. You can't tell someone they have to have God in their life. I mean,
because that's also not Christian. Like, don't be forcing
you're
nobody.
Judging people.
Don't judge nobody.
You're judging. Exactly.
Yeah.
Who's the first person you think of when you think of success?
Wow, I should have said me, right?
Yes, come on. That's what I was saying.
Look, let me tell you what my mind went to. First, my mind went to my mom, then it went to Ronald Reagan, and I don't even like Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan is crazy.
I'm like, what? I'm like, don't say that. Don't say that.
No, but you know what? That tracks because maybe that's the way you look at success. Like you're into politics. I was a politician.
I am.
What were you picturing? Like a suit on? I literally, when you said Ronald Reagan, I'm picturing a suit and an upward camera angle. Like he's powering over people. That's the
I can't remember what show it is. I think it's American Dad, where they have Ronald Reagan's head in like a little glass case thing. I swear to God, that's what I saw.
That's hilarious. But yes, it should be you. You are the most successful. It is your life. Own it. That's all I have to say.
And that's where I still let the negativity get to me. That's where I still let it get to me. But yeah, I caught on late. I should have said me. I caught on late, just a little bit late.
You're good.
Un poquito.
Did you ever answer that question? Who do you think is the most successful?
Yeah, sir.
Let me ask you.
Nah, I don't think anybody ever asked me that one. Damn. Who the hell is successful to me? Man, that's a real tough one.
Oh, but you asking everybody.
But for the first person really that comes to mind, you know who Wim Hof is?
No.
He's this guy they called the Ice. He's this guy that they called the Iceman, and
sound like Jeezy, the snowman.
He had a few kids. I think he has like 3 kids. Nice. Married, living an average life. I think he lived in Poland.
How do you spell his name?
Wimhoff. Maybe it's 1 F.
Hoffman? Oh, Hoff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one day his wife just committed suicide. He was heartbroken. His life was turned upside down. He has 3 kids to take care of. His love of his life is gone. It's very cold over there. He walked into, I think it was the nearby lake, jumped in just to get his mind off it. He wanted to just shock his body. And then he realized this peace inside the cold ice water where you have to focus on your body and yourself and the moment.
Oh my God, that is so crazy because today my coworker was just telling me, she's like, have you noticed that there's a trend, like everyone's getting into ice baths? I have been seeing it all over Instagram and TikTok, and people are obviously recording it. And
even
they're just
pregnant
like,
women, yes.
They have, they always do like the motivational speaker as the audio, and it's like, control your minds, control your thoughts. Like it's real deep. I'm like, I want to try this, but I'm like, it's cold.
I'll film you.
Right, I'll film you.
I want to try one day. One day I will. So I'd say him because of success, because he went through something that changed his entire life.
He's like walking. He's like an older guy with a beard, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he looks older.
He has broken records for holding his breath and like swimming underneath ice.
No, that takes control.
He has like went through snowstorms with like shorts on, and he does this breath work where he controls the temperature of his skin. He's been through so much, and he's learned this breath work that helps him through these extreme temperatures. I've tried the breath work. The breath work is amazing. I feel like it changed my life in certain ways. It helped me tap into meditation easier. His breath work is you're holding your breath for over a minute long, sometimes even 3 minutes if you can push it that much, which usually you can.
Yes.
It's a beautiful breath work he does. So he's the first person I thought of with success because he went through the most traumatic thing in the world that changed his whole life forever, and he turned it into a positive, and he helped so many people around the world with it. So he actually popped in my mind first.
Awesome.
That sounds amazing.
He's very impactful.
Do you want to do the ice bath?
I do. I want to do it.
Can I be there?
If you want to jump in, I want to do it in the Sawmill River.
Okay. Oh shit! But is that clean?
That's a good
What's
question.
dirty? What's dirty?
What you mean? No, we're not doing that. What's dirty?
Ice Spice.
Like,
You know, because she's from the Bronx, so you know that she dirty.
First of all, I'm from the
That's all I'm
Bronx
saying.
too.
Oh, listen. I can't even say that line when I sing her songs usually. I literally stop.
It's okay. Everybody thinks the Bronx is dirty.
Homegirl.
But Yonkers is dirty too.
Homegirl, you dirty on your own, Ice Spice. I'm not doing that with you.
I'm dead. No, wait. No, I don't know about the river. Do better.
I
It's the
agree,
winter.
I
We
agree.
could find like a.
You're gonna be like clothed. Or you're trying to
I
streak.
think bathing suit.
Bathing suit.
I
Okay.
think bathing suit to be authentic.
Authentic. I'm
not gonna go
probably
in there
gonna
with
do
a turtleneck on.
a scuba suit. It's probably
Oh, that's
better.
not really. No,
You
that's
need
different.
something
Yeah,
to.
better
that's
than me.
different.
I'm glad you said
I
turtleneck.
wanna
I'm wearing
try.
a turtleneck.
Nah,
I'll go if I
nah.
want. Yeah, I'll find a bathing suit with a turtleneck.
I would
Don't
like
worry.
to try.
I know a couple
For
people with
sure.
some outdoor tubs. We could figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we
tub
could
is the
figure it out.
best.
Before the winter's over,
Yeah.
we can fill it up and go crazy.
Oh, you want to do it in the
So
winter?
that's a challenge. We're
I feel like
doing
that's
that.
the easiest way to get the water cold. In the
Okay.
summer, we
Keep
got
it
to fill it with
cold.
a bunch
Yeah,
of
You would
ice.
need like
No,
a bucket.
yeah,
you have to get
yeah,
back
yeah.
for
You
ice.
just leave the water out for 24 hours. You jump in.
That is true too. Okay, I like your thinking.
I like it too.
Okay,
So this is a plan. We're set.
I
You
want to
in
be a
too?
part of it.
I'll do it. If you
Hell
guys,
yeah.
I'll do it.
We gotta film it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's
This
make
is
it a
that
day.
moment where if your parent would have said, if your friend jumps off a bridge, are you gonna we all just went. We all just went.
Fuck it, let's do it, and we
Let's
can
do it.
invite
Besides-
more people.
Yeah, we can make it a
100%.
thing.
we can
Yes.
make it a thing.
100%. It's supposedly if you do it for 3 minutes, I think your liver releases this protein
Wow.
that doesn't ever get released any other way. It's like your body shuts down the blood vessels because it's trying to save
Your life,
the temperature and all this stuff. Like your body's going through things that it's never been through before, and it's supposedly the outcome is amazing. Let's do
we're
it.
gonna do
That
it.
sounded like borderline death a little
it's
bit.
tough.
Like
It's tough.
liver. Once
3
you start
minutes.
involving organs.
Yeah,
man.
for 3 minutes. Supposedly that's the
Now I'd probably give it a good 30 seconds. I feel
give
like.
yourself 3
How long do you
minutes.
really think you can do it? I don't know if I could do a minute. 45.
I think I could push 3.
You think so?
I hate the cold water, but I could push 3.
I take completely hot showers. Like there's
Me
no cold
too.
in my shower, so
Me either.
I'm in trouble.
Ooh. Yeah, both in trouble.
Yeah, we both in trouble.
We're gonna do it though. We're
We're
gonna
gonna
do
do
it.
it. Yeah.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
As a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
An entrepreneur. Exactly what I'm doing right now is what I've always wanted to do.
I like it.
Yes, this is my thing.
Perfect.
I'm the kid who helped and helped anyone in school all the time. I remember one specific story where I had a friend, and I'm sorry for mentioning your name, but you're okay now. So
Oh God! Wait, what happened?
Can't wait.
no, I believe it was about the 3rd grade when my friend approached me. Her name is Tanifa Taylor. And so she was like, Maddie, I need to talk to somebody, and, I don't know how to do it. And I told her, just say it. Say what you need to say. She thought that she was a lesbian in the 3rd, 4th grade. And so she said, I don't think I'm going to have any friends. I'm having a hard time at home. My grandmother doesn't really like that. Things of that nature, to which I explained to her at my little tiny age that just be yourself, because that's what God would want you to be. Aww. The people who really, 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 really need to be in your life, will remain in your life no matter what. And that's another thing my teachers would tell you about me, is that I always had a level of understanding that I don't think my peers had. They would describe me as weird. I'm the mother of the friend group. Like, I'm the mom. I want everybody to be okay. I don't want anyone. So, yes, entrepreneur. I just want to give back.
I like it. Philanthropy. I like it. What are 3 things you need to be happy?
My children. Like physical things or metaphysical?
Whatever your mind brings up.
I would say metaphysical is probably better.
I'm going to say God. I'm going to say my children. And I'm going to say my integrity. I need that to remain intact.
Yo, I felt that.
In order for me to be who I really am, I need to have integrity at all times.
No, you need to be able to sleep at night and know that you did your fucking best.
That's all that is.
Yes, peace of mind.
Yes.
No, it's true. All right, so side note, that just reminded me, you know Maya. Y'all know Maya.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So Maya's beautiful, by the way. Shout out to you, Maya, and the vegan lifestyle. Because, girl, you looking
see
good.
her? Oh, my
She is
God.
the fountain of motherfucking youth. Fruits and veggies.
Yes.
Like, get your fruits and veggies in.
Yes.
But, okay. So she was saying, like, people always question, like, why she hasn't gotten bigger or why she wasn't bigger than she was. And she was like, because I wasn't willing to do things just for money. And when you say no to people, you end up getting blackballed. You end up getting called a bitch, names, whatever. But I know that I could go to sleep at night and I'm right with my soul is cleansed. It's good. It's pure.
It's intact.
And I felt that. And I feel like that's another reason why she looks so good. Because she has her integrity and her peace of mind. Like, that is everything.
I don't think people realize once you sell your integrity, you kind of sell your soul.
Yeah.
And think about this for a second. Your soul is borrowed from God. You're selling the parts of you that God gave you. Understand how wrong that is. But in the adverse, also understand that you can never really sell your soul because it was borrowed to begin with.
Yeah.
So you got hustled.
Yeah. That's
you
what
just
she
got
was saying
hustled.
too. She was like, I may have given something up in the physical world, but in the spiritual world, like, I'm good.
I remain intact.
I'm good.
I'm blessed. No, I'm not.
To that.
No, I'm not lucky. I'm blessed.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers.
What's the most exciting thing you ever did?
Most exciting thing I ever did was say fuck you to the establishment and continue to go on and build not only my legacy, but to continue to uplift everyone in the community with integrity. Not asking them for anything except to come as you are. And if you need help, ask. I come from a single parent family. My mom has 7 children. My mother still gave the shirt off of her back to anybody who needed it. My mother was the mom who everyone's kids came to for Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of that. My mother was a real community mom. She worked in jobs like Leak and Watts and West Hab with group home kids who really needed that support. And my mother was someone who loved them. She brought them prom dresses. She did everything she could to uplift those children. Some of them contacted me when my mom passed away to tell me just what a good influence my mom was and how they would never forget her. I keep in touch with them all the time. I pray with them.
That's beautiful.
Nice.
She prayed with them. They were like her children as well.
That's beautiful. As you get older, what has become more important and less important?
More important? Being kind to myself. Less important? Misunderstanding people. And what I mean by that is there are some people who have done negative things to me, and I try not to misunderstand them in the sense that I don't know what they've been through before they met me. Maybe I'm a trigger for them. And so I try not to misunderstand that. I'd rather be more understanding of who someone is as a person aside from their trauma.
Empathy. Yeah.
I teach my children to be very empathetic as well. Yes.
Empathy helps you like let go of resentment as much as possible.
Yes.
And it's just a beautiful thing.
Yes.
It really is. It's okay. And then you don't take shit personally.
Empathy and discernment are my key tools.
Yo. Discernment is a thing. Absolutely.
Girl, there was one year where everything just got so bad. And Hector, God bless you, you asshole. Because
God bless the assholes.
I had finally had enough. It was so bad that I'm in the shower. I'm pregnant. And I'm crying. And I'm asking God, like, why have you forsaken me? Like, why have you forsaken me? Like, I'm screaming this at the top of my lungs. Why have you forsaken me? I've done everything that you asked me to do. Why? Why?
This is you to God.
Yes. And so I said to him, if you're real, here's what you'll do for me. You will give me discernment. You will show me who is for me and who is not for me. Here is what I will do for you. I will continue to uplift the youth. I will make sure Yonkers becomes a better place. I will shine a light on all who need light shown on them without discrimination.
And how do you feel like you developed your discernment?
God definitely gave me my discernment.
Through things you were going through? Because they always say, like, if you ask God for patience, he's going to give you opportunities to be patient.
Through things I was going through. Through things I was
you were
going through.
yeah.
Yeah. And how I was better able to take a step back and really see what was up, what was at the core. Like, I'm usually someone who reacts. The discernment helped me take a step back and not just react.
Yeah.
To really view the situation at more angles than just one, which is why I love Doctor Strange from Marvel, because he's able to see all the different.
Yeah.
I want to be able to see all the different ways that I could still help someone who's hurt me. And so, God, please discern to me who's not for me also, so that I could not make myself for them, but make myself available in the event that they ever needed the help.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
I don't want discernment out to hold a grudge.
Right. Just so you know how to move accordingly.
All right. And this is where I'm not so good at moving accordingly, because I've come to a point where unless I'm hosting an event or volunteering for someone else's organization or speaking, you won't see me. That's how I've learned to discern. Just not putting myself in rooms that I know I don't belong in. If I hear you talking about someone else at the same table that we're sitting at as well, this is not only a room I don't belong in, but this is also a room I don't want to be in, because where's the integrity? Have more sensitivity and have more discernment yourself about the crowd you're around and where you are. Not everybody hates the way you hate. Not everybody wants the negativity. So I keep myself away from all of that. That helps me to continue to move with integrity.
Yeah.
To see the bigger picture and what really needs work.
I like it. Natalie,
Good questions.
What do you think of? What do you think of when you hear, "Why have you forsaken me"?
So that's why I clarified when you said that, and I was like, wait, you talking to God that way? Because I talk to God like he is my best friend, my brother. You
understand this. If you talk to God like he's your best friend, then you should be able to say anything to him.
Right. So that's why I'm like, that's fire, because I challenge God too. It's like you're really a child challenging your father.
Like,
and I don't know, like, people might say God is a woman. I know that's a popular Ariana Grande song, but I always was raised with God being a father. So
here's why I don't think God is a woman, and this came so clear to me. I hear God's voice like this.
Me too.
I never heard it in a woman. When he responds to me, it's in a manly tone.
Does he have a rasp too? Mine has
yes,
like a little rap, but deep. And so powerful.
Yes.
Like,
you feel it.
Like thunder.
You can't ignore it.
You can't ignore it. It's like enough is enough. And when it's enough with him, you feel that too. It's like, all right, never mind. Sorry. Take it back.
Because asking for that discernment too, it really opens your eyes.
God does not play. But you know what? I respect it. But yeah, so for me, it's like, why have you forsaken me? It's like, yo, what's good? Like, I'd be like, what's good? Why are you doing this to me? What lesson? I always ask God, what lesson do you want me to learn?
Make it clear so that I can learn that lesson.
And get out of here, because shit, I can't take anymore.
Merry-go-round is crazy. Like, I don't want to do it.
That's why I'm like, whatever you ask God for, you just got to be very specific and very careful.
And you got to follow through.
If you want it, he'll give it to you, but you better be ready. Because good or bad, people are asking for the things that they do not need to be a part of. You know what I mean? That man, that girl who's toxic as hell, you are asking for the wrong shit. And he's going to give you what you want.
Just to show you exactly what you never needed.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I felt that.
What are your overall life goals?
Dang. See, when I told you I really don't accept the interviews, I don't, because you got to ask me questions about me, and I just...
No, but you're doing great.
I guess my overall goal is to raise children who are kind, respectful, empathetic, children who want to grow up and give back because they know it's the right thing. You know?
Yeah.
You know, and raising children like that, they're being kind to I tell my children all the time, don't ever let someone sit alone in school and eat. Be a friend.
Oh, yeah, be a friend.
I teach that to all children. I even teach my children that sometimes when the bully is a bully, it's because that bully has been bullied.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yep. Sometimes bullies have never had somebody be nice to them.
That's true.
Make a change is the message I want to leave.
I like it. We're nearing the end of the podcast, where you can let the people know where to find you.
Oh, man.
If you have anything coming up, and any last advice you'd like to give the viewers.
Okay, well, you can find me on Instagram at Pamelas Big Heart Foundation. You can also, if you want to add my personal page, I am Minister Maddie 914 on Instagram as well. You can find me on Facebook under both of those same names, Minister Maddie and Pamelas Big Heart Foundation. I'm also on LinkedIn under the same names. I'm on a lot of different things. Also, Yonkers Peace March Association will be hosting a human rights rally in March, so please look out for that. We are asking for human rights in Yonkers as far as peer mediators and bus monitors in all of the schools. We are asking that any city council person that can't be a humane human being step down. We're asking for everything that we deserve. And I will give a list of demands to our wonderful host, and he will let you guys know in a future video. Also, the advice I want to leave you with is just be kind to yourself and others, because kindness matters. I feel like kindness is really what's missing. If people were more kind, along with kindness comes compassion. Along with passion comes understanding. You know? Do unto others as you have them do unto you. And I say that the way I say it, because some people think it means, oh, that person hit me, so I'm going to hit them back. That's not what it means. What it means is to retain that same integrity that you had before that person threw that rock. You still be you. You still have grace. You still have respect for yourself and others, no matter what. Do unto others as you have them do unto you and your children. And that's the message I would leave you guys.
Woo! Yeah!
Thank you guys for having me. That
was great.
Amazing episode.
That was really good.
Any last words?
No, she took it away. I'm just here for the vibes.
And she is a vibe.
Stop asking me questions.
Stop asking me. God. cut. No, yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me. It's always fun.
Yes,
it's always a good time. So thank you. Thank
and
you.
if you guys seen the last episode, I prefer Uber to regular cab companies. So
oh yes,
throw that out there. Uber all day.
Uber all day.
Throw your use up. Sorry, Ray. Sorry.
That's hilarious. Thank you, everybody, for watching. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Please give a thumbs up. Please comment, subscribe, share. Every little bit means the world to me. Yes. It lasts maybe a second to do. Mm-hmm. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Peace and love.
Bye.